Hey guys, it is Alyssa and I am back with another video. This one is going to be kind of like a budget with me. I just wanted to kind of update you guys a little bit on a process that I'm doing with my bills now, or that I'm trying to switch to. And instead of kind of working through this stuff not on camera, I wanted to work through it with you guys and kind of show you how I go about making changes and how I do my budgeting and everything like that. So if you've been watching my videos for a while, you will know that this is my little like monthly bills clip. And so I take out all of my money from my paychecks and I sort it into these envelopes, even though all of these, except for this one, comes out of my account, like an auto draft payment, or I pay for it online. So I basically go back to the bank and deposit this money again and then pay for the bill when it's due. So that's what I've been doing for years now, and it's really been working. But one of my subscribers recently told me about Capital One 360, which is a program where you can have multiple, like I think up to like 15 or 25 different savings accounts, or just accounts in general. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm trying to load my app right now so I can show you guys, or at least tell you guys how many I have. Okay, so it does give me like the last 4 of my account number, and I don't want to have these sort of issues. I know obviously you need a lot more than that to hack into someone's account, but I will just kind of go through and tell you guys how many I have. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 accounts right now, 2 checking and 3 savings. And then this is in addition to my normal checking and savings that I have through Wells Fargo. But I do have a checking that I will be using for all my bills, a checking that I will use to have my YouTube income come into, because you're supposed to have business money separate from your personal money. I have a savings account for taxes that I'm taking out for my YouTube account or YouTube business. And I have a savings account for my school fund. I want to go ahead and put this money in the bank instead of having it in my envelope. And I also have a savings account for debt snowball. That's where I'll be keeping those large sums of money. At one point, I'm going to be making like $1,300 payments on my debt per month. And I'd rather just not have that money sitting in my safe. So this is going to be my new process. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to kind of work through what I'm doing on here. I want to show you guys which envelopes are going to stay in like actual tangible envelopes, and then which envelopes I'm going to just switch over to a Capital One account. I definitely need to set up the auto payment for all of these with that account. So obviously that I won't be able to do on camera with you guys, but I'll be able to kind of work through it with you guys. Okay, so the cash envelopes that I will be keeping, my usual gas, groceries, and spending. I recommend that you keep anything that you tend to overspend on in a cash envelope. And while I usually don't like overspend on gas or anything like that, it is possible that I would, so I like to keep that in cash. And then dog food and car insurance. So a lot of people, car insurance would go into like an online account, since that's usually paid online, but I'm on my parents' insurance, and so I just hand my mom the cash. Same thing with the dog food. My mom has a Costco card, and we get our dog food from Costco, so I just hand her the money when it's my turn. So these 2 things, it makes more sense for me to have in cash. And then cash sinking funds that will remain the same are car maintenance, gifts / Christmas, anniversary, toiletries, and medical. Okay, so that is what is gonna stay in my cash envelopes, and I'll kind of zoom in for you guys so you can see. Okay, and then what is going to Capital One? Okay, I just had to make sure that it was an A. I was like, I'm pretty sure it is, but like capital as in cash, or money, you know, so. These are going to be my car payment, phone bill, Disneyland, dang it, I wrote Adobe, Adobe Suite, Spotify, AMC, A-List. So these are all like these three are my little subscriptions that come out. And then school savings. Okay, so these ones are going to be in a separate account. So this is going to be money to pay bills. That's what I called that that account. Super original. And then this one is just a separate savings, the school savings. So I'm gonna put, actually, these all need to be changed over to this account now, for those auto payments to come out. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of see here. So those will all go over to my bank, and that leaves the car insurance and dog food still in cash. This will be so weird not having as many like envelopes, but I think it will make more sense. And the only thing that is going to the Capital One from my sinking funds is the school savings. Everything, oh, and debt snowball. Cool, so these are now all of my cash envelopes. There's not as many as there were before, for sure. So I thought I had a little cheat sheet on when these bills were due, but I guess I lost it. So car payment is the 16th. I just paid that yesterday. Phone bill is the 24th. I think Disneyland is either the 26th or the 28th, but I'll just put 26th. Adobe Suite is the 12th, I believe. I think Spotify like kind of comes out whenever it wants, but it's the beginning of the month. AMC A-List, let's see when that comes out. Okay, the 23rd. Perfect. Okay, so this I can put in right now. I'm working right now on paying off my MacBook that I got a couple months ago. Oh, these are all messed up. Okay, so I'm working on paying off my MacBook that I got a couple months ago. So this can just go ahead and get deposited into the Capital One accounts. I do have a debit card for it, and then I'll just be able to kind of transfer it into whichever envelope I need. So there's that. School savings, same thing. I can just transfer it to its dedicated savings account. Car payment I just paid. So I will just basically, instead of taking the money out when I get paid, so I get paid to my checking account through Wells Fargo. So instead of taking it out physically, I will just transfer that money over to my Capital One account, since that is where I will set up all of my payments now. And so basically I will have to take out a lot less like physically from the bank. Phone bill, that comes out on the 24th. and it actually is a lot less than, it actually said it was gonna be $90 because I just paid off my cell phone. 50, 60, 70, so I only have 80. I'm just gonna put 100 in the account, and then this will go towards debt snowball. Cool. Okay, so I can go ahead and deposit this since that comes out in like a week or so. So that one's all set. So let me see, car payment, phone bill. Okay, Disneyland. I know this. 20, 45. I'll definitely still keep this envelope and maybe start a little like sinking fund for Disneyland like food, because that's what I've kind of been using this dually as, is like a food and monthly payments envelope, and I would love to have it separated, but it is 55. So we've got 55. I'm gonna put 56 because I think it's 55 and some change. So let's go ahead and deposit that into the account, have that sitting and ready for it to come out. Okay, so that leaves 13. I'm just gonna kind of set that aside because that will go back in the Disneyland envelope just as like my Disneyland food fund. Adobe Suites. Okay, so that already got taken out on the 12th. So this is half of what is due next month, is this $5. So I'm gonna go ahead and deposit that into the account. Spotify is fully funded for next month. I'm gonna go ahead and deposit that. And then AMC A-List is fully funded as well for the 23rd. So everything's all set. I thought it was gonna be a little bit more confusing than that, but I guess not. So I'm just gonna go ahead and write down how much I'm depositing so I don't have to take all of these envelopes. I kind of wanna just have it in one and then know how much I'm depositing. So AMC, let's write deposit. Okay, so I am depositing. Okay, so I'm depositing 20 for the AMC A-List. Let's set that aside. Depositing 5 for Spotify. Adobe Suite is getting 5. Disneyland is getting 56. Phone bill, I'm putting in 100. Let's see. And it's 90.25. So I think that extra $1 that I'm putting in for Disneyland will definitely cover both of those. The whatever cents is coming out for Disneyland and the 25 cents that's due for my cell phone bill. So I'm gonna take 10 out from the pile that I'm supposed to be depositing since I'm putting in $10 more than I need. So that'll make it all even. And this is just gonna go into the debt snowball. I want to get that sucker paid off ASAP. So 56, 90 for cell phone. It feels really good to have my cell phone paid off. It's just so motivating when you like get a debt paid off. It's awesome. And I'm going to put this cash back in the Disneyland envelope since I'm still going to use that as my Disneyland cash. Okay, car payment does not have anything in it since that just got taken out. school savings. I have had to dip into this a couple times for various things. So let's see what we're at. Okay. So we are at $553 school savings. Okay, I'm kind of trying to organize everything by currency, so it'll be really easy to count it when I'm done. And then my debt snowball. Okay, so I have $420 going into my debt snowball. Super, super exciting. And I posted this on Instagram not too long ago. Let me pull it up really quickly. So I posted my current debt, and it was $323.28 for my cell phone, and that is done. So now I'm working on the $767.32 for my MacBook. Let's see. Minus $420. I have $347.32 left on that once I pay this, and I take out typically anywhere from $450 to $500 per paycheck for my debt snowball, so that will be paid off when I get paid on the 26th, I want to say. So that's super exciting. Let's go ahead and calculate what I'm depositing. 20 plus 5 plus 5 plus 6. Okay, so this should be 1,149, and I'm gonna go ahead and count that all out. So here is my mess of cash. I like to kind of organize things by stacks if possible to kind of, I'm not really great at counting money. As you guys have seen, I've messed up on many cash envelope videos, and talking at the same time doesn't help. Okay. Okay, so we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 49. Perfect. My camera shut off, but anyways, it's super easy to add new accounts. I usually just kind of have to like Google it. There's like a special link for adding a new account. As far as I know, there's probably an easier way to do it, but that's just how I'm doing it. But I don't really need to add any new accounts right now, but let me go ahead and go through these and see if there's any that I can make smaller. There's a lot of hundreds in here, and I'd like to make these smaller if I can. Car insurance, let's see. Why do I only have 50? Oh, there's a 50 in there. I was like, why is there only 15? Okay, cool, that one's good. This one has... Okay, so I can take 50 out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And add 50 back in my pile. Okay, anniversary has just 40, so that one doesn't need anything. I think this one, 30, 40, 50. I can take another 50. Okay, so we've got 51 in there now. Clothing. Nope, not enough to change any of those around. Medical, 5, 10, 15, 20. We can trade a 20 out for some 5s. This stack is gonna be huge. Okay, gifts. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, so not quite yet. That's a bummer, but that's all right. Car maintenance, I think, oh, it already has that 100. 50, 60, are we out of 50s? Yep, we're out of 50s, so that's all right. I got to condense a couple things, so that's pretty nice. And I will go ahead and take this money to the bank, and then I will go and switch basically all of my auto payments over to these accounts. So that's really it. Nothing too crazy exciting. I just kind of wanted to take you guys with me as I kind of figured this out, like, mentally. Sweet. Okay, cool. So I've got my cash and I'm gonna take that to the bank. But yeah, I just want to take you guys through like my process of how I figure this stuff out. A lot of you guys like to see everything that you can. Let me know if you want me to include these envelopes like in the giveaway that have like my own little labels on them and stuff. Like, I feel like, I don't know, it might be weird, but I'll hold on to them for a little bit just to make sure I like this process. And if I do and I don't want to go back to the envelopes, I will definitely include those in my giveaway if you guys want them. But that is what I'm doing so far. That's my changes in switching from like 100% cash envelopes to like 50% cash envelopes, 50% online accounts basically. So if you guys liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave a comment down below. I will leave what info I can on the Capital One 360 down below as well. But yeah, I'd love to hear from you guys on how you guys think this will work out and everything, or if you do something similar. Definitely, I would love to hear from you guys. But I will see you on the next video. Have a good one. Bye.